York Times best-selling author Neil Pasricha joins us now.
Thank you.
He's got a question. Are you failing enough? Now, this is a question a lot of us maybe are not asking ourselves, and we should be asking ourselves. Why should we ask ourselves this question?
Well, because failure rate is directly correlated with learning rate. And this hit home for me, Tracy, recently, because, you know, I come on here, I wear the suit, I talk about kind of successful ways to live your life, but like just recently I had a massive flop in my life. I'm going down to New York City. I'm doing a bit of pro bono work with a nonprofit down there.
Yeah.
The publishing world, the writing world, the speaking world, they're all based in New York.
Yes.
So I throw invitations to people I know, my editor, my literary agent, a speaking agent, a podcast company I'm working with. 5 invitations I threw out.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in town this day, happy to flex your schedule. You know what happened?
What happened?
I got 4 rejections.
Okay.
4 rejections.
We're busy. We're busy. Sorry, Neil.
Sorry,
don't have the time.
maybe next time. And I was like, I was down in the dumps about it for a day or two. I'm like, am I in the right job? Am I in the right career? Like, the people I work with don't even want to meet with me. Why am I failing? A couple days later, I realized, you know what? I was trying to meet with my editor about the next book I want to write after the one we already have planned. I wanted to talk to my speaking agent about a new speech idea. I wanted to talk to the podcast company about a new thing. I'm trying new things with all of these people. So by failing, it's a sign that I'm on the right path. It's a sign that I'm growing. It's a sign that I'm learning. Okay. We look at successful people and we think they are failing less than us. Actually, they are failing more than us. They just are learning from it and moving through it. Paradoxically, failure is a key to long-term success. And remembering that mentality helps you, helps me.
Yes.
When I get 4 rejections from people I know and I'm trying to meet with, it's like, you know what, this just means I'm going the right way.
For sure. And you know what else I would add to that for your rejections? I'm wondering if it's also you're operating at such a high level now that you have to sort of think about the people that you're dealing with at your level. These are busy people.
Yeah,
I mean, if they can't fit you in because you have a 2-day window in New York, it's kind of okay because you're operating at a level with people that are busy. They've got tons of clients. You are in the right place. It's hard to talk ourselves into that, though, when we have done the failing. I'm big at failing. I like failing. I don't like failing. I do fail, though, all the time. And, you know, I fail. My husband fails. We talk to our kids about our failures, and we're trying to be okay with letting them fail, because what I think a lot of parents, well, society is finding now that kids aren't allowed to fail.
Right.
They can't actually fail in school. They're not held back anymore. So you can actually float through with really bad grades.
Teachers aren't saying no as much, or
say
that's
no,
the wrong answer. Here's a trophy for that.
Yeah, everybody gets it for participating. It's sort of, what are we creating in this society when people are not allowed to fail? So the kids should be failing, we should be failing, we should be owning that and knowing that we are learning.
Exactly, and the skill that we're all trying to develop is resiliency.
Huge.
And that, you know, if we aren't letting our kids fail, they aren't going to be strong when the failure inevitably comes later.
And it will come, people, it will come. Just one more thing to add to that. I was saying to you, I learned from a friend of mine who has a very powerful brand. She would say when she starts getting hate on social media, this was a positive thing because it meant she was going into a whole new community of people. People who didn't just love her for being her, these were people that were judging her, but the point is she was in a whole new community of people. And so now when I start getting negative remarks, I'm like, oh my gosh, like look at that, I'm growing. So there's always a different way to look at it. So thank you very much for that reminder.